You know that feeling when you walk into a beautifully decorated room, but something's just off? That missing piece, that wow factor. It so often comes down to one thing we totally overlook: the lighting. Today, we're going to dive into how the right light doesn't just, light up a room. It can turn it into a total work of art. Yeah, it's a super common problem. You got the perfect furniture, the colors are just right, but the whole space just feels flat. And a lot of the time, it's because the lighting isn't just failing to help the design, it's actually holding it back. And that really gets to the heart of the issue here, what I'm calling the shadow of old light. We're talking about those basic, traditional fixtures that do more than just, look boring. They can literally cast a shadow on your design, making an otherwise great space feel dull, dated, and just uninspired. And wow, when you see it laid out side by side like this, it's not even a contest. On one side, you've got the old way: dull light, crazy high energy bills, and just zero inspiration. But then look at the other side: modern art lights. They're a statement piece, they're super efficient, and they are art. It's a completely different league. So what's the answer? How do we get from dull and expensive to something that's truly brilliant, something that elevates a space? Well, it's all about bringing together amazing, forward-thinking design with some seriously smart technology. So let's talk about the solution: the high-level LED chandelier. Now get the old idea of a chandelier out of your head. This is not just another light fixture. Think of it more like a sculpture hanging from your ceiling. It becomes the central design element, a conversation starter that totally redefines the vibe of a room the second you walk in. So what's the secret sauce here? Well, the magic of these things really boils down to two core ideas working together perfectly: incredible form and seriously brilliant function. Let's break down what that actually means. Okay, first up, the artistry. Seriously, forget about those clunky, old-fashioned chandeliers. We're talking about sleek, modern sculptures made of light. These pieces use these amazing clean lines and really unique geometric shapes to turn your ceiling from just a ceiling into a dynamic canvas. And powering all that beautiful art is the engine: advanced LED technology. And this is so key because you're not just getting a pretty object, you're getting smart light. That means light that can be dimmed to set the perfect mood. It can be tuned from a warm to a cool white. And it does all that while using a tiny, tiny fraction of the energy. So let's talk about what that LED tech means for you in the real world. First, incredible energy efficiency. We're talking lower electricity bills right away. Then there's the lifespan. It's extraordinary. Some of these are rated for over 50,000 hours. That could honestly be 20 years before you even think about changing a bulb. And of course, all of that makes it a much smarter, greener choice for the planet. Okay, so the tech is amazing, but where do you actually use these things? The really cool part is how versatile they are. These modern chandeliers aren't just for one kind of room. They can adapt and elevate pretty much any design vision you can think of. Think about your bedroom, for instance. A fixture like this can create this soft, glowing ambiance that turns the whole space into this calm, luxurious retreat. It stops being just light and becomes a key ingredient in crafting a genuinely relaxing atmosphere to start and end your day. Now, let's jump to the kitchen. A long, sleek pendant hanging over a kitchen island. It gives you perfect bright light for whatever you're doing, but it also adds this layer of sophistication that you just don't get from standard lights. It becomes the stylish, functional centerpiece for the whole kitchen. And of course, the living room. This is where you can make a truly grand statement. A modern chandelier here becomes the anchor for your whole design, that undisputed focal point, giving off this warm, elegant light that's just perfect for when you have friends and family over. And hey, this isn't just for homes, not by a long shot. For a business, like a cool bar or a high-end restaurant, this kind of lighting is a total game changer. It instantly creates an atmosphere. It defines your brand, and it basically tells customers everything they need to know about quality the second they walk through the door. So when you pull all of this together, it becomes really obvious that we're talking about something way bigger than just a lamp. There's a much more powerful idea at play here. You see, it's not about just buying a lamp. It's about investing in an experience. And when you think about it that way, it kind of changes everything, doesn't it? So what is that experience? Well, it's the simple daily pleasure of being in a space that feels genuinely beautiful. It's that quiet confidence you get from making a smart, efficient design choice. And it's the satisfaction of knowing you're embracing a more sustainable way to live. That's the real value.
At the end of the day, your space, it's your canvas. The real question isn't just about what light you're going to pick, it's about what feeling, what atmosphere, what experience you want to create. So, how are you going to bring your canvas to life?